This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Washington.
These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football. Hawks get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Here we go in a rematch of Super Bowl 48. The Seahawks and Broncos are underway.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Brandon McManus lining up for the extra point.
Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
14. Let's get off the field. Let's go double count right here, double count.
Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab.
Wilson's pass.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Brings up 2nd and
Now it's Carson.
27-yard line.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Seattle Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, but now it's 3rd down.
He's thrown 1 interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Denver has Deontay Spencer deep to return. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here's Locke back near his goal line. Drew Lock taken down in the end zone. 2 points for the defense. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
At the 30-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Michael Ojemudia.
They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense. that the other defense is rated higher than them. You're going to let that happen, and they responded to the challenge.
Three and a half to go, first quarter. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, it's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fan.
That was an okay hookup there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Shotgun snap to Locke. Over the middle, complete. That's Spencer. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Touchdown.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And the lead will grow by one more.
Makes the score Broncos 14, Seahawks 2. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, flush to his right. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 25-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Wilson on first down. That's complete into the hands of Carson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
It's a gain of 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
Bradley Chubb. An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
14, Seahawks 2.
The Seahawks on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Quick throw complete, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Wilson connects with Tyler Lockett, and the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Denver.
They look to throw. It's Locke. Open man. He completes it to Judy. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Lindsey on the toss left. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. They got the ball to the outer third of the field, but they could not seal that edge and lost yardage.
And I love how you brought that up because sealing the edge is often a function of the offensive tackle on the line of scrimmage, oftentimes a tight end, maybe your H-back, someone to set the edge at the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to get to. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
First down, Broncos.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Screen pass to Lindsey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing now is Locke. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. K.J. Hamler, 35 yards. And the Broncos will extend their lead. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
After the touchdown here. That'll be taken about a yard deep.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
9-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Duke Dawson picks it, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
By the Broncos.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. After the interception, here's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf. 57 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score Broncos 21, Seahawks 16. Jason Myers.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw it is Locke. This is the tight end fan. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Locke now on 1st down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From midfield, here's Locke. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's third down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. From the right hash, this from 53. And McManus able to put it through, and that'll push the lead up to 8. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. On 2nd and 9, Locke completes it to Fant on the right side. And he'll be out right at the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey, and he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Another run by Lindsey, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. Locke working out of the gun, eluding the pressure right.
He'll fire one down.
And got his man complete.
And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 36 yards on the play.
First and goal, Denver.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, no dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Broncos push further out in front. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Good. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Switch up. Go 14. Mike 36. Mike 36.
This is Carson. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now.
Right at the line.
No gain on that one as it brings up a from the gun. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and that'll bring up second down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin. And for the defense, their third sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On first down, it's Lindsey, and he's going to be met at about the 43. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5.
Third down.
Lock on the give. It's Lindsey. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on fourth down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll go for it. It's Locke. Got a man. It's Jeudy complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
Denver.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington.
This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Denver Broncos.
McManus to kick off for Denver.
Here we go in a rematch of Super Bowl 48. The Seahawks and Broncos are underway.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
And look at this. Right away, a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Locke. He'll get that complete to Alberto.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. From 17 yards out. And the Broncos have taken the early lead.
Brandon McManus.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score Broncos 7, Seahawks nothing. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Target.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
That's good.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
You can't go down, 4 down, 4 down. 36 to Mike.
And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo.
Tackle made.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
2nd and 2.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Jeremiah Tauchu able to drop him for a loss of a couple. On 3rd down, it's Carson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
It's 4th down.
They run for it with Carson. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Now Wilson on 1st down. He'll find Ballore out of the backfield. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
49-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore.
Wilson's pass.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
10. Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, Carson. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Wilson. Over the middle, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. They run it with Carson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take wins. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 17 yards out. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
For the extra point.
Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't it?
Blitz coming, and down he goes. able to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
It's a gain of 11, and it's third down.
Throwing his lock on third down. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. The Seahawks have David Moore back deep. Here's Moore on the return. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. Defense keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Play recovered by Denver.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Following the fumble recovery, it's Locke. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Pass intended for Noah Fant. Incomplete. Brings up second.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. These two teams all tied after one.
We're tied 7-7.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run with Lindsay. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
4th and goal at the 2-yard line.
So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by McManus is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Here's Carson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Brought down back at the 29-yard line.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory.
On 15-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Locked to throw on 3rd and 1. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Block now to throw. This is the tight end Fant. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 25 yards that time.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Albert O. Albert Okwuegbunam was the target there, but it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Block. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Judy, 43 yards. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Michael Ojemudia. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
57's the mark. Mark 57. Rip right.
Clock now on first down. Flush to his right. That's complete. Okuegbunam. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
And it's third down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. To throw on third down. Lock. He'll buy some time right. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. To throw it is Lock. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On second down, it's Lindsey. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on third down, Lock. He'll find Lindsey here. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands.
McManus on for the field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
And McManus able to put it through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Ojemudia.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
On 2nd and 7, Lock. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
Ready. Check right 54. Right 54. I hope you watch your left because I'm about to take you through. 54 mark. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. 6 man.
Shotgun snap to Locke. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lindsey. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it second down. Something must not seem right to Locke here, so he steps back and calls timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Second down and 3. From the gun, it's Locke. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. KJ Hamler as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league. They decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And they'll begin by running the option. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 36-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On 3rd down, Wilson leaves it for Petty. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. Is set to return it is Deontay Spencer. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
First.
Backs keep all the receivers alive in a play. Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey. And he's going to have a Broncos 1st down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Locke. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And all the way home for a Broncos score. KJ Hamler, 68 yards. And the Broncos have taken the early lead.
Lining up for the extra point.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
From the 29, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
10 at the 34-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Now Wilson on first down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Jeremiah Tauchu in to drop him behind the line for a loss of a yard. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson to the right side and complete to Metcalf. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Lock now on first down. He'll go up top here for Hamler. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A huge play there for Denver. 41 yards. On first down, it's Lindsey. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
He was taken down by
a loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
They look to throw. It's Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
intercepted.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And 9 at the 4-yard line.
I'll go special. 43. Check, 43. Let's go, D.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. He may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
3rd down. And
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From the gun, Wilson. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you could hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. They'll run with Lindsey.
Get off the field.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsay takes it in from a yard out. And the Broncos push further out in front. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Broncos 14, Seahawks nothing. Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Jeremiah Tauchu picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Check. Kill.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson, they'll run the screen with Carson. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I'm coming after you. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Now I'm going to lose one.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0?
And this is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. KJ Hamler with his 2nd touchdown here in the... This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Denver Broncos. Of Super Bowl 48, the Seahawks and Broncos are underway. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Lead on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike, 36. 19. You ain't going nowhere.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
On first down, Locke. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. KJ Hamler, 42 yards. And the Broncos have taken the early lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And now he's going to use his legs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
To throw is Wilson. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. And Olsen over the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Check it back. Deeper. Big Ed. Check 52. 12.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st down, Wilson. Flushed out right. He'll run it.
It's just me and you.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
18-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He goes right back to Metcalf, this time complete. And the Seahawks are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Wilson to Metcalf that time, first down, Seattle.
At the 3-yard line.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. I got you. I got you. Good. 4 down. 4 down. 43 is the mic, boys. 43. Check.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Ain't it crazy how them tables turn? You can fall or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right.
And they'll try again here, first and goal after the false start.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
From the gun, Wilson escaping the pressure right. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Brings up second and goal.
Good. Motion. Good job right there. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
Operating from the gun, Wilson flush to his right, and he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Chris Carson there to make the grab, and the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive summit.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
7-yard line.
On second down now, it's Lindsey. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
Locke going to try and throw on third down.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Spencer. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Clock now to throw. He'll go up top here for him. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Block going to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
It's 2nd down and goal.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Drew Lock.
Carlos Dunlap. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Two straight sacks have them backed up now for a 3rd and goal. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The kick is
good. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play. Yeah. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
43 is the mark. 43 is the mark. Hey, pick your game up. Alert. 43
from the gun, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Rippon sliding out of the pocket. He'll find Lindsey here. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now Rippon on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Throw left side complete. That's Lindsey. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Out of the gun is Rippon. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown.
K.J. Hamler.
K.J. Hamler with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
McManus's point after is good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. From the gun, Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. On third down, Carson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Carroll, no stranger to rolling the dice. He'll roll it again. Fourth down, they're going for it. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Pete Carroll looks like he likes his chances with the offense on the field. They're going for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
At the 31-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one is right down Broadway. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Down the Broncos.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Locke with a throw, caught by Hamler. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And the Broncos first down.
To throw it is Locke. And that'll be incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Locke throwing complete here to Judy. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. First down Broncos as Locke finds Judy. Now a carry for Lindsey. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
He was taken.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. One more time with Lindsey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's Rippon, rolling to his right. He may try, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run, and the Broncos will extend their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead now up to 14.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Michael O.J. Mudia.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's at the 40. 20, 10, 5, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Philip Lindsey.